build a team regardless. And then you gotta fix it. Pull up your seat, relax yourself, and remember, you're listening to nothing but of hits and oldies. Message ALX20. Yep. Hey, you old party like a Law Nation party at this point. Yeah. Want your rhythm, move, dance, stand to your feet. It's about to get down like 5,000 pounds. Come on.
Finish him.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Finish
Brothers
him.
Podcast. Huh? What we tell them? The twin maker.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
This is Sparta! Remember Rush Hour? Hey, remember Rush Hour?
Rush out. Well, you can be dancing right now. You know, I can't be dancing right now because, you know, they see me dancing. They going to be like,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
you know, they be ragging me right now. All right, so
Hey.
go with it, go with it, go with it. You know, I already know. Go ahead and talk to me and everybody that's listening. Ashaniqua, Pookie, Ray, everybody that's listening, y'all go ahead and listen in to the twin maker.
What
Baby
it do?
maker.
Look, what's up, Ashaniqua, Shanae, Pookie, Leroy Jenkins and them. I want to say y'all get ready. You know what time it is. All my peoples out there getting ready for tax season. All my Shaniquas and Poo-Poo and Rays. I know y'all getting everything together. Get them W-2s, all right? Make sure
Yeah.
you file correctly this year.
Hey, IRS was letting people know. They're letting people know
Hey.
on the front end, man.
Hey,
Twin-
watching you. We like,
Twin maker, baby maker, backbreaker. You know, bricklayer, from the Himalaya. What in the world?
hey, I tell them, bro, I'm like a Mossberg pump, baby. One shot, two bullets, pop! Deuce in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
good.
man.
It's all good, man. So the title is how to build a team regardless and fix it. You know, you was hitting me up and you was telling me about
Yeah, man.
you know all of the good stat lines for your mind stuff that you had, and I think that you know people need to listen to what you got to say about it.
Yeah, man. Well, first I was just, as you know, we have the NFC AFC Championship week this coming up, man. I'm at the wonderful division week last week, man. I don't care if you just first of all, if you just a fan of football.
Right.
Last weekend had all of us on the edge of our seats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this weekend probably brought little kids that was like 5, 6, 7 years old. They were in the living room watching these games, man. They literally was amazed at what they was watching. We talking top athletes performing at the highest level of their sport, man. And even those who are in the sport, who are professionals in the sport, was utterly amazed at what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
just, man, for everybody tuning in, I know we all had an opportunity to watch some great football last weekend. And so that just had me thinking about my team and other teams that are in these positions coming up this week to make it to the Super Bowl, and like what are the nooks and the things that are needed to help build a Super Bowl
Right.
contending team. You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking at the NFC, and over the last 5 years, we've had several new coaches be on the stand and going forth and propelling their teams to an opportunity to have a chance at the Super Bowl. So I was thinking about our matchup this week with the young kid, as I call them, because they both came in at a very young age. They were like 34, 35 years old. They were coming in as head coaches with Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay.
Right.
You know, Sean McVay in the second year went to the Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams. Then a year after that, well, a year and a half after that, I know y'all don't like the Eagles, but even the Eagles had a young coach come in with Patterson, or is it Patterson or Peterson? I think it's Peterson.
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson. He came in, took his team to the Super Bowl. Then, my team went to the Super Bowl, took an L. But Kyle Shanahan, that was his fourth year. You know what I mean? So over the last 5 years, we've seen in the NFC, multiple teams have opportunities to make it to the Super Bowl. And so I was just saying, what was the culture? What did it look like?
Mm-hmm.
And though these are three different teams that have made it, even the Buccaneers, these teams have all made it, 4 teams, but in different ways.
In different ways.
You know? But what is something that's consistent with these teams? And so I was just looking over and just like, man, in order, sometimes they say, you don't have to rebuild the wheel all the time. If it's working, you look at it, you bring it into your system, and then, you put some modifications to it. But at the end of the day, the basic foundations is what you really need, just like a house. I live in the Midwest. See, in the Midwest, we have basements, you know what I mean? So all of the nitty-gritty things that you need in your house to work, the plumbing, the sewer, so on and so forth, in the basement. Like the basic things you need is there.
Right.
And the cosmetics, you can dance it up however the way you desire. So what I was looking at for these teams is, first and foremost, the defensive line. The front seven of all these teams have been great, you know what I mean, far as the edge rush and the units working together as a tandem,
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's one thing where you see a lot of these teams has put a lot of money. We can think about the Buccaneers even last year when they brought in Big Sue. They had Big Vita there, you know what I mean? They had the quick guys on the outside, he had Davis, you know what I mean? He had even they brought in that guy that nobody was talking about, but was a great pickup, JPP. You know what I mean? Everybody thought his career was pretty much over with.
Right.
But he had experience on the D end, and I think those things matter when it comes to actually building a good team, And so even years prior with the Rams, they had some of the same makings as well. And so I was just thinking back like, man, the year that we went to the Super Bowl, we had picked up Dee Ford, who was in the Super Bowl previous with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
He was a defensive end. We had Nick Bosa. He was a rookie though, but we had some Armstead and some pieces in the interior that was pretty good as well. So it was like, man, your front seven on the defensive end, after you make it through the rigors of the season and into the playoff where people are hurt, battered, and things of that nature, having a front seven and a rotating 4 or 5 coming in and out with the defensive lineman is extremely important, because at the end of the day, every possession counts. It heightens in the playoffs, similar to how basketball, the game pace slow down a little bit.
Right.
But I think even in football, we kind of get that same sense that how, every possession really does matter and is really heightened on a whole nother level. So that's one of the first things I found out. I was like, all right, man, who is your D-line coach?
Right. Our D-line coach is a guy named Durday. He's from originally, I could think, across the pond or something like that. And I think that our D-line coach, he did a decent job this year. It was his first year over here, so he's a youthful guy. He's young.
Yeah. So was he with Dan Quinn in Atlanta, or he just came from somewhere else? Or
well, he originally interned, if my memory serves me correct, over here in Dallas when Jason Garrett was here. and then he got picked up by the Atlanta Falcons. So yeah, he was originally with Dan Quinn.
Okay. Well, shoot, for the off season, man, to me that would be something to be looking at and seeing what is he learning? What are some of the new things he's trying to incorporate into the D line? Because I think, like, again, your push and being able to stop the run is extremely important, and then also the ability to only rush with your front four. Many people have knowing now that our team, we really don't rush no more than four people. You know what I'm saying? My scheme is pretty much trying to say, hey, our secondary is a secondary. You know, they're not extremely great, but with a good front four push and with the extra person in the background, we're able to, disguise our secondary and then push the pressure not only with on passing plays with only four, but even within the run game. You know, it's real hard to stop the run game with only four D line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you got to have people who bring a double team consistently. And so for us, we have Eric Armstead. He's 6'7", 290, 300 pounds, a big boy in the middle.
Right.
And he used to play on the outside. But once our number one draft pick, Kinlaw, got hurt this year, he was forced to move into the inside, And so him and DJ Jones play the two tackle positions, and they are able to we're really good at stopping the run, and DJ Jones is really good at being able to bring that push whenever the teams are trying to run of us. So we get like second and 11 or second and 12 and put teams in the passing position far as on second down to throw the ball, which benefits our defense, and can come out the edges and kind of put the pressure on that way. And you will always know that down the distance is extremely important in the game of football. Second down you don't want second and long. You want second and short. You want second and 5 or 6. You know what I mean? 6 is kind of pushing, but you know what I mean? And so I think that's very important for any team to have like their staples of saying that, hey, when you play against us, our goal is to put you in second and long where we can predict, or your offensive playbook is short so we can predict what's about to happen to you. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And that has to be brought through consistency throughout the year. So, man, that's just something that I really seen throughout, where it was the Eagles, the Rams, and even the Buccaneers over the last 5 years. Those things have been very, very prominent, for these teams that are showing as NFC quote-unquote champions.
So a young team with a young coach and also with the defensive front, they have the ability to make things happen for a team. And I get what you're saying, but it's a multi-layered situation over here with the Cowboys, because we definitely believe in building through the draft. And we got a young coach, but he didn't get it the way your young coach got it, nor the way the other young coaches got it in the National Football League. So it's a lot of growing pains, and it sounds like a bevy of excuses, but that's just the reality of it. I think that McVay and your guy Kyle Shanahan both went through a different process of getting to where they got.
True enough, and I think they both were underdogs. Not underdogs, but like their teams weren't necessarily we think they're going to win type of squads. You know what I mean? Early on when Sean McVay had Jared Goff and Todd Gurley, and a young Cooper Kupp, it was a running team. It wasn't a lot put on the quarterback hands at that time. But they had like that short passing game, running the ball. Gurley was catching the ball at least.
Go ahead right quick.
Oh yeah, Gurley was catching the ball at least, 35, 45 times in the season, you know what I mean? And so they were able to go and build from that end, having a team say, hey, on the offense, we have to run the ball. We got to make sure we keep third down and short. And he always wanted to manage Jared Goff because we knew his limitations as a quarterback. And so then you look at teams like the Eagles. Man, they came out of nowhere. Nobody really thought they was going to win, but they hit their stride around the right time. And I think they had a very, very good locker room. They brought in pieces from free agency that had some experience, like Long. You had the guys like Fletcher Cox in the middle. You had Abrams, and you had real good defensive teams even back then. And so once you was able to kind of get that camaraderie there, and I think they just caught a wave. Like any team that was able to go and take it to the next level on their road to the Super Bowl, they usually catch fire right around the right time where chemistry is there. You got to make sure the injury bug don't hurt you too bad. But even with that team, with the Eagles, I mean, they lost their quarterback, Carson Wentz, but I think the coach and offensive scheme was there to protect Carson Wentz anyway. And so then when you had a savvy veteran like Nick to come in, he was able to go and manage the team. And they had a killer running game as well. They had two monsters running the ball back to back. So it really kept the pressure on the defensive line. And they was able to interchange their backs as well. And the same thing with Buccaneers last year. Everybody's talking about Tom Brady, which is a great guy. I definitely don't want to call him the GOAT because I'm a Joe Montana type of man. But in the playoffs, he wasn't that hot. You know, he played okay. He played decently. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say Tom won, but Tom played decently. But the running game was very important in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Along with that defense they had. And so those things are extremely key. And we can see even now that the Rams are in, they play against the Buccaneers, which is an injured team. So sometimes that matters too. You got to make sure your team is healthy. And a lot of times fans don't understand that. Like, we think it's easy to turn around and run it back with the same squad. But if your team don't have the right type of people there during the time and they get injured, you can waste the whole another year,
right,
but like a year that you think you can come up and have another opportunity can get cut short. You know, you experienced last year with Dak Prescott with the injuries to his ankle. My experience with Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, he wins, but he got hurt last year. A lot of our tight end Kittle got hurt. We was thinking we was gonna run it back after we lost in 19, but then 2020 came. It just like injuries after injuries after injuries, you know. And so that's extremely important too as well, to make sure your team has depth. And a lot of times before we pass out a lot of these big contracts that these players do deserve,
right,
we as fans gotta understand that, man, we gotta make sure we keep depth in every position. You know, especially your defensive line, especially your O-line. Gotta make sure you have offensive line and continuity there in those positions, because injuries happens in the NFL, man. It's a physical sport. So if you don't have the people in play to make sure that, hey, I have to disperse my money out
right,
properly or accordingly, and in the moment, I got to make sure while the fire is hot, while I have the players that can play in the system that we're in, we have to make the best of our opportunities, because it's extremely hard to make it to the championship game. I mean, let's just be real with it, you know. And sometimes we don't be understanding that, like on the outside looking in, because we do want our teams to win so bad.
right.
But even in my situation now, man, everybody talking about bringing Jimmy back for another year next year.
Right.
And like, time out, man. Let us finish this year. But we got so much. It's just a division in the fan base, because they like, bring Jimmy back. We're winning. And some of us like, bro, this dude ain't throwing not one touchdown in the playoffs. Not one.
No, not even one. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not saying that he's a bad quarterback, but to bring him back next year, you're talking $30+ million. When we got a Deebo Samuels up for contract, we have a Nick Bosa up for contract, we have a Jaquiski Tart who's on a 1-year deal, we have a DJ Jones that is in a contract year. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a lot of these guys who the regular people don't know,
right,
on your team up for contracts, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you can't keep everybody, you know what I'm saying? Right. And so, man, those are some of the things, man, that are extremely important when it comes to just trying to make sure you make the best of your opportunity when it comes. And so that's why I said we got to win it this year. We got to take care of our business this weekend. But while you have the players, you have to accomplish the goal, which is to get that W and get that ring. So
that's a good point. So, well, when you look at both teams, both of you guys got young coaches, right? But the opposing team, like your LA Rams, the LA Rams that you guys going to have to face against, they did it majority through free agency. So is that a proper way to do it, or is it not? Shout out to you, Cornelius. Appreciate you for the donation, Cornelius. Thank you for the donation there.
Hey, the Rams did it like they did it like somebody who was like playing Madden almost, if you ask me. Like these jokers would trade first round draft picks away like they were nothing.
Right.
But when you think about it, what's the percentage of you hitting on the first round draft pick every year?
It's a slim pick, man. And then sometimes just think about it. Look how long it took Stafford. I think it's over 10 years, 12 years before he even won a playoff game. And this year was the magical year for him because, he got weapons around him. But there's multiple guys that was first-round draft picks. Ramsey, Odell, himself, Stafford. Aaron Donald. So that team is loaded with first round draft pick that's making plays, right?
Von Miller too.
Oh yeah, Von Miller, coming up. So Garoppolo got a lot of work to do, and you guys got to do a lot of controlling of the clock and everything to win the game. Because last I checked, the game that you guys was able to get into the playoff with was because of Stafford throwing those interceptions and Garoppolo stepping up, right?
Garoppolo stepped up, but a lot of times people only see the box score, the end of the game score. They remember the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying? But they don't remember what preceded the fourth quarter. And me, as a Niner fan, watching the first half of that game, we was getting the brakes beat off of us.
Big facts.
The brakes. Jimmy played horrible. You see what I'm saying? But once you win or come back and get a W, it just gets erased. And I think that's one of the things that we as fans have to realize. Is getting a W great? Yes. But we have to understand the process of getting the W. And a lot of times we will erase the first three quarters as long as we get the dub and not realize that these things, these bad habits within the first quarter or the second quarters or the third quarter eventually will show themselves and bite the team in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, you may get the win, but if we don't break these bad habits, if you as a fan aren't able to say, hey, man, I'm glad we won, but our third down conversion rate is terrible. We definitely got to make sure we start to look at that and become better. Get the percentages point up on that at least 8 to 10%, because if we only have like a 38% third down conversion rate, that's not that hot. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And especially if you don't get that many possessions in the football game. So whenever you do get the possessions, you got to make sure you capitalize. And so our team playing against the Rams the first game was terrible. We didn't get a lot of great looks, and we did bad. But in the second half, we played a little bit better, got a little momentum. Also, Stafford helped us out with a couple turnovers, so we was able to push that game into overtime and got a victory. But at the end of the day, our team has to play perfect all around Jimmy Garoppolo to make sure we get a W. It's almost as if, man, I was telling somebody this analogy today. It's like when you hooping and you're a really good baller, right?
Right.
And you playing a pickup game, and instead of you getting like 4 of the best ballers on your team, you might get 3 okay people on your team. So that means you got to play as the best hooper on your team at a very high level to make sure you compensate for the lack of talent you have on your squad. And I think that's what happened with the Niners, because they know Jimmy G deficiencies. Everybody else, like a Deebo Samuels, a George Kittle, they have to play here all the time. They have to. Right. Because he doesn't give you the privilege to mess up, on the opposite end, because he doesn't have that type of consistency in pulling you out of these games and stuff like that.
No doubt. So I think that comes from coaching, though. Coaches elevate, and I think the coach knows that, and that's why he holds high regards to Jimmy Garoppolo, of making sure that he don't make those mistakes. And your defense play in such a way with the quarters defense. They play, I'm going to give you the underneath. I'm going to force you to get out of the stance that you normally be in, and we're going to force you to pass it underneath, which is good.
Yeah, it's good, especially when you have like a guy like D'Amico Ryans, where he's eventually trying to learn how to. We don't blitz that much, but when we do blitz, it's all about a feel. I listened to a broadcast the other day, and they had Jimmy Ward, which is our safety, on there, and he was like, "Yeah, man, the Mikio cool. Like, I can go over to the Mikio and say, hey, woo 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 wah, it's about time maybe to send a blitz, or if I see this coverage or this formation, can you green light me?" He said, "All right, that's cool." He said, "Man," he said, "this is rare that a coach would come to me and ask me what I'm saying out there, what you think we should be playing, and so on and so forth." He said it makes us feel not only tied together, but like he trusts me. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I'm quite sure you could play with freedom, playing with the ability not to be afraid to make mistakes, because you know the coach is not sitting over there ready to yank you out the game almost, because he has now done enough in practice. He's seen your body work, and he trusts that what you're seeing out there, because you know how they always say, trust your what? Trust your eyes, man.
Yep.
You got to trust your eyes, you know. And so when you see, just go, you know, because a moment of hesitation is all you need in the NFL to go take a 10-yard gain to a 40-yard gain, you know what I mean? Or to miss a tackle in the backfield that could have been taking a 2nd and 8 to you hitting them, now it's 2nd and 13, you know what I mean? So like, trust your eyes, trust what you see. Mm-hmm. And that has been something that really has helped us throughout the year, growing in continuity, and then D'Amico Ryans trusting his squad, even as a first-year coach.
I'm about to say, it's the first year there. So,
hey, look, first-year D coordinator, man, and he out there like, hey, man, I know this is, I'm putting my own little spin on what we had here, but I want you guys to be included, especially the veterans. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, Jimmy Ward is the longest tenured player there. He's the only remaining player from the previous owner, I mean, not ownership, but previous GM and coach and so on and so forth.
Right.
And so you build not only that type of chemistry or that good rapport with him, the safety on our squad, he kind of sees, you know how a safety, he oversees, he can see everything. What the linebacker don't see, he can see it all. And so with that type of continuity, man, it's been a wonderful thing for us and having that. And so I think a lot of times in the backfield, even with the Kansas City Chiefs, that boy Tyrann Mathieu back there,
yep,
that matters.
You matters big time. Yep, it does.
You know, and you know, you guys had Darren Woodson back in the day. I'm quite sure they still look for, you know, D. Woodson was a bad man.
Yeah, that's something that we've been looking for, and hopefully in this draft we'll find one. You know, we can look at, you know, what DeMonte KZ and Malik Hooker did, but it ain't on the level of Woody. And that's what we've been missing, that quarterback's eyes of the defense. Now, Parsons, I just look at Parsons as an attack dog, not the guy that's going to sit back and watch and observe everything. I just want him to attack. So hopefully in this draft we can find us another linebacker that can cover the flats and also see and sit down in the hook area and play those zone responsibilities and help out. So hopefully we can find those two things. Basically, Ryan, I'm looking for three things: an interior defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a safety. I'm looking for the core.
All three of them.
Shout out to you, Jay Versick, man. Thank you for the donation. He says, this Sean Payton talk gone have McCarthy acting right and win us a few big games this year. Jerry cutting him, and if he don't produce, and he got to go. You know, you familiar with Sean Payton, Ryan. You faced him several times from your perspective. How do you feel about Sean Payton over here in Dallas land?
The Saints, over the last, even when their quarterbacks have been shaken over the last 4 years, we know that Drew Brees' decline has happened right in front of our face.
Yeah.
But as Drew Brees declined, that defense for the Saints have been top 10 over the last 5 years. Top 10.
Okay.
Sean Payton has a little swag about himself. I don't know if he got a little swag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
he been in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? He got that little bop in him. You know, we from Mississippi, we right next to Louisiana.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
live in
yeah,
Texas
yeah,
now,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you
A little
know,
bop. I
like
already know you're talking about. Yeah.
that matters, you know what I'm saying? And I think the team feeds off him. You know, he got a personality, you know what I mean? And he has a transparency to me that has really galvanized even the Aints fans, we call them the Saints, but the Aints fans over here, you know,
Right.
we see him all the time because where we from, we got a lot of friends and family that are Saints fans, you know what I'm saying? But they fell in love with Sean Payton, you know, doing what happened after Katrina, and then even his endurance to sustain good teams
Good team.
throughout
Right.
that time
Right.
because of the culture that he created. You know, the environment was very it was very community based, you know what I mean? But I think the community based environment he created because of what happened with Katrina really helped set the culture in that locker room. And so when even free agents came in there, man, they really enjoyed the brotherhood. You know
Mm.
what I mean? They were like, it was real tight knit, close family like type of atmosphere
Right.
because you live in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? You can't help but that for that Southern hospitality to spill over upon you. And I think Sean Payton did a great job at giving his other coordinators the mentality to say, hey guys, we have to make sure our boys stick together. We have to make sure we're willing to fight for one another. We got to make sure to let them know that hard times will come. Things won't always go right. But one thing you got to rely on is the brother to your left and the brother to your right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we're going to be in the trenches together with one another. And I'm going to let you know as your coach, I have your back. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to be alone out here. You know, the
Mm.
things that you may be going through, not only, you know, because a lot of times you just think, okay, everything's on the field. But a lot of times as a professional athlete, you got issues off the field as well. And so if those things aren't right, it's kind of hard for you to play your best because your mind is somewhere else. But I think when you have that environment where you know that brotherhood is there, it's conducive for a culture that's able to go out there and play for one another. So despite what we saw this year with James Winston going down, with Trevor Siemian going down, and even with what's that boy name, the Swiss Army knife,
Taysom Hill. You know.
Taysom Hill going
Yeah.
down, dude, they missed all of their players, even the quarterbacks, and even with Alvin Kamara, he was hurt for like 5 to 7 games as well.
Right.
They still at the end of the game, I mean at the end of the season, had an opportunity to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they had their number one wide receiver, and Mr. I catch nothing but hitch routes,
Yeah.
Michael Thomas, out the whole year. You see what I'm saying?
You see Kelly in the chat. He got the eyeballs. Kelly got the eyeball. He said conducive. Conducive. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it sounds good what Sean Payton did. You know, I'm not skeptical. You know, I know that the man can coach. He been here before, and we got a chance to see him for a couple of years before he hauled tail to New Orleans, and we were like, he was the it coach. He was the young coach. I believe he was the young coach. Mike McCarthy was the young coach at the time, as well as the Harbaugh brother over there at the Ravens. You know, he came about. So, yeah. Now the Spices now are the young coaches that's going on now. Taylor for Cincinnati, your coach Kyle Shanahan, and then now if you look at it like the Sean McVays of the world, I get it. You know, young, innovative, creative coaches out there. But for every young coach out there, you also get a what's the McDaniel guy for? What's his name? Is it Josh McDaniels?
Oh yeah, for the New England Patriots.
For New England Patriots. Remember, he got him a job somewhere. He thought he was cooking, baby. And then all of a sudden you look up and you say, no, you fired. You know, get over here. You know, and then he went back.
He was down in Denver.
Yeah. He went back to his daddy. You know, so and we don't know. Kellen Moore, he's good. He's good, but he's still growing and developing. So. It's one of those things where as I sit back and say the Dallas market, how to build a team regardless, it's difficult because you got a lot of people that's in control. You got a lot of things as relates to political. I recall the first time I talked to you about this, you said, hey, y'all ushered in 12 defensive fronts, right? 12 of them.
Yeah.
12.
During the off season.
And then your coach, your defensive coordinator said, "Hey, I don't care how much money you're making. We gonna rotate this thing, and everybody got to fight to get to where they going, right?" So,
hey, he got two lines. He got two different lines. You got blaze and fire.
Blaze and fire. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on now. What kind of blaze and fire y'all doing over there, man?
Smoke weed every day.
That's how y'all win.
Hey, you got one going in, one going out. I tell people, look.
Let me say, Kelly, you want the link? I can send you the link, Kelly. You know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know, Kelly. I can send you the link.
Hey, be out there joking, look. Hey, that's what we did, man. We got. Hey, speaking of blaze every day, you got to keep rotation going.
Smoke weed every day.
Y'all keeping the rotation going.
Hey, you got to make sure you don't have one of them people who hog it. You see what I'm saying? You know, you can't have nobody get stiffy and tight with it. You know, you got to keep that thing flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
yes, indeed. I already know, man.
Equal opportunity, and that's how our defensive line is, man.
He just kidding, man. You know, Kelly. I can send you the link now, man. You know, ain't nothing to
equal opportunity, man. Yeah, they like, who Kelly? They like, who Kelly? They coming there like, oh,
he's the third brother, man.
Look, he like triplets.
I'm gonna put it in there anyway. Watch this. Watch Kelly. I'm gonna send you the link right here. Paste.
Kelly,
he ain't gonna jump in there though. He ain't gonna jump in there.
Look,
he ain't gonna jump in there.
You ain't gonna do it. No, I ain't gonna. Well, you ain't gonna do it.
He ain't gonna jump up in there, you know. Click that link, Kelly. Jump on in, man. Let me get your mind on this thing, man. Shoot, we freestyling and buck wilding anyway, you know. Ryan, you hit me up and say, Ryan, hit me up. I said, you want to talk some football? You want to let the people know. Jay Versus said, if we have a bad season this year, Jerry gonna be that FBI sound. You know, appreciate you, Jay Versus. He go, you know, he's
what that is.
FBI, open up.
Who he gonna do that to himself?
Yeah. The link is only for my brother Kelly now. Everybody else clicking on the link, we can't let y'all in now. If we love y'all, but he ain't set up that way. Only for Kelly. Yeah. So I don't know. See, Kelly don't have a team, man. You know, Kelly basketball guy. So. You know, Ryan, we all said Bente, he an Eagles fan, you know. He ain't watching right now.
The War Eagles.
He's somewhere eating the weights and singing somewhere, you know.
Hey, that's our brother like DeMarcus Lawrence over here, boy.
Yeah, looking like Big Ben. Look like he ate the Eagles, man.
Look like baby Jalen Smith over there, boy.
Man,
Captain
hello.
Swole.
Captain Swole. Let me see if I can find a let me see if I find a picture of him right quick so people can know who we talked about. You know what I'm saying?
They were like,
I said, man.
Like deep over here, man.
He ate the weight or something, you know. He don't got like no picture. Yeah, he got a picture.
You know he incognito, man.
He incognito over there. Let me see. I'm gonna get bit. Nah, that picture gonna be like too sus for me to put that up there. It was like, what you showing that one for? You know.
Hey, look, he'll be in the group chat. Hey, God, dog. Hey,
the link is for Kelly, man. Hey, Darryl, I see you in the lobby area, man. It's for Kelly, man. It was for my brother Kelly, man.
You saw what Bente said in the group chat earlier, boy.
Yesterday. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, speaking of your squad, man, you think y'all going defense? What's y'all first round draft pick this year? You know what number you guys got?
We got number 24. Like I said, now we do have a plethora. I think I could do probably draft talk with you, you know, down the line. Now, let me pull up this link right quick. We got the 24th pick. Yep, we got 24th pick.
That's good. You got some. That's a good pick to have some.
Well,
you think you going defense?
I know they're going to BPA approach, right? And
okay,
and that's best player available.
Best player available. Yeah, yeah.
But shoot, go BDP. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Best defensive player available. Nah, I'm just playing. But defense do win championships though. But the offensive line this year just been this right here.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Have you ever played Mario and you try to time the jump and you didn't time the jump right and then you jump? that joke go.
Hey, remember playing Mario Kart? Somebody throw that banana out there, boy. You be hitting the.
You know where I got this from?
Oh no!
You know who that is?
Mario.
There you go, Wario. Wow.
It's Wario. Oh, Wario.
Yeah, Wario. I said, why they name that dude Wario? He get hit. Wow.
Oh
I said,
That's
man.
a goal.
Oh,
Hey, that was a goal right there.
Yeah.
That's a goal right there on the keys, man. But yeah, shoot, I think we gonna D tackle.
Well, we got Osa. He's a three
rookie?
tech. Yeah, he was a rookie. So next year, he's gonna be a little bit bigger, probably a little bit faster. We also got a guy named Navar Gallimore, who's a 3 tech naturally, but he got bigger now, so he's playing. He can play 3 and 1, but primarily these 3 techs, man. Tristan Hill, I think he's a free agency. He a free agent now. We got a guy named Carlos Watkins, Brent Urban. All of those guys are free agents. So we remember Justin Hamilton, from Natchez, Juicy. You remember Juicy? Shout out to him, man. Yeah, that's his nickname. That's his nickname, Juicy.
Yeah, from the city, baby.
I couldn't call him Juicy, but he went off to Denver land. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell people like his mama babysit us. You know what I'm saying? Well, she didn't get you though.
Yeah.
Did Mickey? Did she babysit
Nah.
you? Nah, you.
You know about him, even. Well, I ain't gonna put out.
No.
I ain't gonna.
But
He said no. No.
Yeah. Small, it's a small world.
It's a tiny world. You never know who's watching. Hey, what Jay-Z said, like, keep one eye on you, like CBS.
Yeah. But my philosophy is BPA, best player available. We should go interior, whether it's offense or defense. I'm talking about big boys. And then in the second round, still go defense. Third round, still go defense. Shoot, defense is staying
Hey,
out.
y'all gonna keep the Wolf?
Nah, man. I think LVE, he's gonna go to the Chicagoland. I think he's gonna go to Chicago.
He looking a little slow out there, man.
That's his downfall, man. He played with caution because he didn't want to get hurt. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was looking at like our linebackers. I'm like, Parsons so fast that when the other people line up, especially when you put it.
I tell you what, I'll give you Keanu O'Neal, DeMonte KZ, Hooker, and I will slide in LVE, and you just give me Fred Warner. What's up?
Him and Parsons play the same position. You don't want that.
Shoot, yeah. Look, you think you think Fred Warner gonna sit on the bench over here? If we had Parsons, and Fred Warner, who you think we still gonna put him on the bench?
You gonna make a what? The Will?
You think he can't play Will?
I wouldn't want him to play Will.
He could play Sam.
His greatest strength is a communicator, man. This is greatest strength.
But see, this is the cookie. Parson can play safety, for crying out loud. I believe he can punt kick too, So it don't matter. Fred Warner, hey, you take Parsons' spot, and we'll pull Parsons on the edge, or we'll put him somewhere. Parsons gonna be on the field. Don't worry. I just say don't worry about it. I'm gonna figure out a way to have Warner and Parsons on the field at the same time.
Hey, Warner good. I ain't gonna lie. He started off the first 8 games terrible though, and many people don't realize we have Al Shazier as he came in and played the middle linebacker. Man, he did an excellent job. He had several games with double-digit sacks, forced fumbles, several games with tackle for loss. We got him as an undrafted free agent 4 years ago. He's been excellent. You know what I mean? And I hope nobody knows about him. You know what I mean? Because when the contract come up, I want him to come back. I don't want him to go nowhere. He'd be a great pickup for somebody. You know what I mean? And as long as we keep Warner, we good. But I don't think you guys. He's not a. Warner doesn't seem like he'll fit the Cowboy mystique. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not like him.
But what we hope is we got a guy named Jabril Cox, and you remember Brian Cox? You remember Brian Cox back in the days?
Hey, is that KT?
Oh, KT even there?
Is that KT?
What up, man?
Whoa, we here.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Remember.
We here. I want to say congratulations to the Cowboys on a phenomenal season.
Yeah.
Law Nation.
Hey, leave me
I
alone,
see
man.
you.
Beer gang.
Beer gang. Yeah.
I see you out there. I would repping the old terrible colors.
I mean, hey, that's a dope.
Look at that law.
Look, like we squeeze them. Look, we squeezing you, dog. Hey, yeah, there we go. See, that's what I like, KT. See, KT is in the mix now, and we squeezing you now. 2 Cowboys on the edge, baby.
Yo. Now,
Ken,
let me get my headband. I gotta get my headband now, man. Hold on. Y'all hold it down for a quick second.
Hey. But that's okay. That's okay,
Ken. I see. You switch up on me.
Well, what I had to do was in lieu of Dallas having a phenomenal season, it didn't end the way they wanted to end. I can't get on here going against this. I don't really have a football team. I found some old Cowboy memorabilia laying around the house.
Woo!
Look at Star Boys.
5-Star Nation, we here.
Yeah, Star Gang, baby.
5-Star Nation, we here.
Come on, baby.
Had to let y'all know you're listening to nothing but the best.
Yeah, hits and oldies. Somebody said it's 3 laws now, KT.
About the Cowboy throw.
Big old throw too, boy.
Big old throw right there, dog.
God, dog.
Just had to show some support, man. Let you know I was supporting you, man, from afar. I'm not a Cowboys fan. To all the people that think I look like one, don't I?
You do look like a Cowboy fan with that on. That's why I never saw you in Cowboys blue.
I
never seen. I at least seen you with a Saints hat or something. I thought I said, man, KT gonna wear that Saints hat or something,
This is breaking news.
I got a Saints jersey because they like 3 hours from Natchez, but at the end of the day, like I said, I found some stuff in the rummage pile I had and just decided to throw on some Cowboy stuff just to mess with your careers, let you know, hey, we here, baby.
I finally finished Game of Thrones, KT.
It's all right there, boy.
It's all right, man. The lady
hey,
of Dragon.
But be honest, did I not call Cowboy season at the beginning of the year? I said they're going to have a phenomenal season. I said they're going to do way better than expected. They just went a little flat 49ers. Hey. Y'all bang, bang. Y'all do it. You're doing your thing, Ryan.
Bang, bang, chicken wing gang.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of just, no one particular team. I like the Saints for a little bit, but y'all talked about how they had a lot of stuff going on down there. And then I heard the coach got up and left. Just too much. Too much going on down there. Been telling Eagles fan, and I couldn't see the point in that.
Right.
But I can say things are looking up. The Cincinnati Bengals. What y'all think about them?
Well, last time Cincinnati was in the Super Bowl, it was against the 49ers.
Damn.
I predicted they
If
gonna be
that
playing
happened
against us
again-
in the Super Bowl.
If that happened again, I'm gonna say the NFL seed, the NFL rig. I'm
It's
gonna tell you.
rigged.
And I'm gonna say it still. If the 49ers play against the Kansas City Chiefs again, I'm gonna say, see, the NFL is rigged. You know.
Who you want them to see then?
well, dang man, dog, why you paying me in the corner? Rams versus dog. God dog it. I want the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Way out, Ryan.
I'd rather
Hey,
for the Rams.
where that shovel at? Where that shovel at?
I got the shovel right
You
here.
got to dig your way. Look, you got to dig yourself out of the hole, bro.
I'm digging myself out of the hole because like this is what this is the dilemma I'm in. This is the dilemma I'm against right here. If the Cincinnati win, I'm gonna hear 1,000 of Cowboy fans say, "See, I told you, Joe Burrows, he's the best thing since sliced bread, and the Cowboys suck because Joe Burrows. The Cowboys could have drafted Joe Burrows." I'm like, how? You know? And then if the Kansas City Chiefs win, I told you that Pat Mahomes, yeah, he's the best thing since sliced bread. And that's all the Cowboy fans, that's all I hear all year. Pat Mahomes, because they love Pat Mahomes.
Pat my homie.
And then if the 49ers win, bang, bang, y'all is everywhere. Bang, 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 not a gang. Bang, bang, not a gang. Bang, bang. I said, God,
Green Bay
dog.
Packer fan.
Huh?
Coming out the gutters, everybody 49ers.
Right,
fan.
all of a sudden, like where the 49ers fans been when they lose, they ain't talking. But now when they win, bang, 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 bang. Outside of you, twin maker, you know what I'm saying?
Now I'll say this: if the 49ers do win, next time y'all do a broadcast, I'm gonna have a 49ers hat on with 49ers throw. Just pop up out the blue on them, man.
See, I wish
I'ma love it.
somebody like you, KT. You ain't got no heart in it like that. You just, hey, I'm just going with the flow.
I'm kind of like I come like the wind. I feel me when I'm there, then I'm gone again. Last question, and I'm gonna let y'all have y'all discussion. What do y'all think about that game with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs?
That was a game, Kelly. Man,
No
put that shovel
defense.
down, man. Well,
No defense.
that game right there, I think it'll still be going on. It'd be like 300 right now to 14.
My question is,
14.
I hear Ryan saying no defense, but in retrospect, could their offense just be that tenacious? Could it be just they just have that? Because I felt personally watching the game, the Buffalo Bills were the better team. That's just my opinion, just from what I saw.
Yeah.
Now they can't do nothing with Tyreek Hill,
Man,
man.
he's
That
Ninja
baby
Turtle, man.
on. They could not. They'll grab him, just slip right off him, and hey, he was a dog on it. But honestly, when you go pound for pound, it looked like to me the Buffalo Bills just were the better offensive team because they.
Right. Oh my God.
I mean that one play that dude threw the ball, touchdown. Then it's like, and then the Chiefs held the ball majority of the game, but. They really looked like they were struggling to kind of get offensively. They did decent, but just watching the game, I really don't like the overtime rules, man.
Right.
I really don't like.
You see, I know you more of a basketball guy, so you was like, hey, let's have that type of ruling, right? Like just whoever has
Well,
most
I mean,
points at the end.
To me, it's like I saw some of the comments. It's like the coin toss won the game. Whoever win the coin toss gonna win.
Right.
And it's just, to me, it's just like it's not a true representation of what could have happened. Because had the Buffalo Bills had a chance to score, and they didn't, I get it. But let the other team score, get other team a chance to score, and if they don't score, then game over. Or they get down the field and they go for a 2-point conversion, win the game. Like, I mean, make it a game. That's all I'm saying. And then
Play some defense,
battle
God
of.
dog it.
He said, play some
What you say?
But Ryan, I mean,
Hey, play some defense, God dog it.
how you gonna play? How you gonna guard Tyreek though? How you gonna do that, man? You saw he was doing deuces like this on the dude, and he had the angle. I said, man, he a cheat code, bro. And then the other dude, he put him in the blender. The other dude, was it Gabriel? He said, hey, he did like this.
All I saw was some dude got crossed over. I thought I was watching the basketball game.
Oh, you talking about for the Davis dude got the touchdown on top?
And then the way he fell, I thought his ankles just gave out. I thought I sent some kickstands in there for his ankles. They just gave up. But
Hey.
Udo, man, I thought I just wanted to ask y'all to get y'all perspective. Like you said, I do agree, Ryan, the defense was a little, but to watch the game like that was some good football. Just watching, teams come. It's like a chess match, who come up with the better play and who can do what in the end.
All right, so let me ask you
Well-
this, KT. So I know this ain't basketball, but who gonna
Are you
win?
ready for a prediction?
Yeah,
Team?
what's your prediction, man? So I'm gonna play those things, man.
All right, who playing next? Tell me who playing next and watch this. Who playing next?
The Bengals and the Chiefs play the first game.
I see an upset coming. That's all I can say about that.
That means Cincinnati going to the Super Bowl. All right,
Vegas, look, Vegas has Kansas City 7 points. So 7 points, 7.5. So Vegas got Kansas City winning by a touchdown.
I smell an upset in the air. And I'm gonna say this, Ryan, you ain't gonna like me. I think y'all gonna ply this wood here, baby. It's gonna be tough. That's why I put my cowboy hat on. But Ryan, I promise you this. If y'all win, in the next podcast y'all do, next little thing we do, I'm gonna have a 49ers hat on, and I'm gonna have a 49er throw on. And I spend my little money and go get me one, man. Y'all. But I'm gonna be honest, man. It's finna get tight.
It's getting tight.
Hey, it's been tight for us the whole year, man. So I understand. We the underdogs. We the ugly ducklings coming from behind.
But just pound for pound, football wise.
And look, that Rams team loaded.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something about the 49ers that I like. I like the confidence and the poise they had throughout the playoffs. I mean, coming into the Dallas game, I didn't like the hype because they were. Hey, be honest, they was hyping the 49ers up from the gate. Dallas came out. I thought Dallas was on the road the way they were playing.
Right.
And I was just like,
finally
they
somebody
waited to
said
the last minute to make a mark. Now, if they came out in the the beginning of the fourth quarter, in the first part of the game, we might have had a football game.
KT.
But it's hard to chase in the NFL now.
49ers
It's hard to chase now. Tom Brady can chase,
KT.
but Tom Brady made a comment. He said, "I want to go out on top, but I don't think this is the year to do it." So they had a lot of dysfunction within the ranks. You can see the dissemination amongst the ranks when you watch Brady. Because personally, I thought Brady and them was gonna ride on in like they did last year, but they wasn't as enthused like they were last year. They're still a phenomenal team. But the 49ers right now, y'all got a lot of momentum. Y'all got that downhill momentum. But
they came through our tunnel, KT, with the boombox on their helmets. They was dancing.
Oh,
they
were bumping that super.
They were lean with
it. They were bumping that super gremlin. Kelly, you know about that, don't you?
Hey, reports came out. Kelly, reports came out that my Cowboys were shaking in the doggone locker room. They were
man, I'm talking about this.
I'm like, Lord.
I felt so. I was like, man, I wonder how Chris blew. This is probably the best year Law having. Cowboys played phenomenal football.
Phenomenal.
Man, I'm talking about y'all played some good. Dak looked good. People was doubting Dak. Dak ain't did. But on the cool, they was just flat, bro. They was just flat, man. I was watching the game like 49ers like a well-oiled machine. But like
the ball was hidden.
In my comments, I tell the truth. I'm a bandwagoner. I'm one of them. Whoever I hide, I'm with it. I'm just gonna tell you, man. I ain't no shame in my game. Hey, right now, Long Nation hot.
Hey, Kel, say, hey, ain't gonna lie to kick it, huh, Kel?
Spoken like a true politician,
Hey, you gotta. Hey, I'm telling you, man. You win people better with honey than with vinegar, man. So, hey, Long Nation hot, man.
Yeah.
You can't play that.
I don't want you
watching, man. Turn that off.
Hey, that boy Debo.
Man, you go.
I ain't gonna get your flag. I don't get 15 seconds. You know what it is.
Yeah, you try to sabotage me,
penalty on the play. Flag.
Penalty.
Hey, Chris. Negative game.
Negative game. Want you lean forward right here? Now, don't tell Mama. Get.
I'm out.
Hey, I was telling people, man, when me and well, I don't know about you though, but when me and Ryan, when we play spades, can't nobody beat us, dog. But outside of you, Ryan, we probably had to play some videos over there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta crack some skulls over there.
Let me ask y'all something.
You get cracking.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Y'all say I'm into basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember LeBron James? You ever seen that tattoo? What the tattoo say on his back?
Oh, you know what it say, man. You know.
The chosen one. Ryan, you can make that face, but you got the game from somewhere, Daddy.
Hey, we gonna run
Kelly
up
gonna
on the
be
table.
Look,
You gonna have to go find your partner. KT,
hey, he'll be unsullied. Look, he gonna fly JR in. They gonna be cheating. Look, he'll fly.
I know to give JR some Hennessy, man. I throw him on.
Right here. Whoever I play with, as long as they can match the suit they play, it don't even matter.
Hey, don't have them out there leaving unsullied.
Hey, all I can say is just let me know when.
Okay.
Hey, we meeting in Dallas for Chris' birthday. Let's go. See you this weekend.
Yeah, I'm forgotten that. Let's stay up there.
Oh yeah, sure do.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna call Cuz on you. I'm gonna put something on you soap and water can't take off.
Oh, she can throw down some spade.
Man, she from the Delta. What you think?
Hey, I'm gonna beat her so bad, boy. Y'all playing Joker, Deuce, Deuce?
You sound like the radio. You just making noise, man. You sound like the radio, man.
Cancer. It's time to get it cracking, boy. You ain't ready?
All right, well, we'll say. We shall soon say.
Hey,
give them 13 books.
Hey, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that basketball spanking? He ain't like that, y'all. Hey, Ryan looked like a stud. I'm like an old kung fu master come off the hill and had to go and show him where his head.
I want to make sure y'all felt still like you had the opportunity to play. So, I ain't want to hurt y'all too bad. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to use that.
You already know Bente hot right now. Hey, man. Y'all left me out, man. Hey, man.
Hey, Chris. I better not lose. I better not lose.
They don't know about that. Hey, Kelly, tell them when we first started playing Madden, boy, they ain't controls getting thrown. They don't know about them.
I'm gonna do this little disclaimer since y'all the brothers. That's the reason I don't like football or football games.
Oh man, we played that shoe. Tecmo Bowl Madden was a shoe.
I done seen people get beat up. I done seen controllers fly at the TV. I done seen people quit playing with tears in their eyes, man. That's why I ain't got no NFL team, man. Hey, Cowboys fans, Saints fans, Green Bay Packer fans, man, they lose their mind when they team take their L. They act like they on contract or something.
Right.
See, they don't understand, bro. They think it just started. It's been like this, boy.
See, y'all two can go ahead and tell them.
People out there in TV land, I'm letting y'all know. I had me a team, but when I saw how fanatic it got, I was just like,
hey, you can tell him. You can tell him right now. I never wavered. I'm sitting here just like this with my Cowboys.
You want me to lose?
My first starter jacket was a Cowboy jacket.
You want me to lose?
True that.
But
you want me to lose?
See how Ryan doing?
Score again.
And that's when I do this. Hey man, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna let y'all finish. Y'all was getting serious when I chimed in. Y'all left me in the what they call it, the dressing room.
The green room, man. You was in there the whole time.
Yeah, I got in there, man. I would have got this little hat throw on. I got this little Cowboys joint on, man.
You was left in Ray's boom boom room.
You in the Ray Boom Boom room, man.
Well, you was left in Ray's boom boom room.
I'm in Ray's boom boom room. Man, y'all keep on talking y'all football talk.
Hey, what about the NBA take, man? You got any NBA take, KT? Who going before you get up out of here?
it's so
I know he like
interesting.
John Morant though. I know he like John Morant, don't he?
Man, he just got mad bounce, man. I just hate what the Lakers doing, man. I like
They
Bron,
lost,
man.
they lost night, man. They lost to the.
Well, they gonna lose, but what they gonna do with Westbrook, man?
Man, they need to trade him, man.
Man, I couldn't have played with the Lakers. They picked that dude up if he gonna play like that. I can lose the ball, go out of bounds.
Man, what happened, man? Somebody done took his mojo or something, man. Westbrook.
Hey, look, LeBron dropped that Space Jam, right? This past summer. You know what happened, right?
He Michael Jordan, it, man. He Michael Jordan. Hey, you can say what y'all want. I don't care what nobody say. That first Space Jam, it was trash. The second one trash. It's for little kids, man.
Man, that's a terrible movie, man.
I applaud the effort. You know what I'm saying? You try to step outside of your element, get into a different. I applaud that. But I'm gonna be honest, man. But I will say this, man. It's tough in the league, bro.
It's different.
It's tough because it's hard to like a team because they change so much. So you end up becoming a player fan, and so then like the situation with Kyrie over there in Boston, man. That's a tough deal, man. I mean, vaccine, not vaccine, these rules. Now the government pulling back on rules, and
right?
So just lift the ban, let everybody play, and now he can only play on away games because of the rule in Brooklyn. You know, all this kind of foolishness, man, and then
Harden talking about he want to go now. You know,
yeah, he said he want to go to Philadelphia.
He want to go.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but at the end of the day, the late great Kobe told him he'll never win a championship. His attitude trash, man. Kobe told him that as long as you play basketball, you'll never win. Damn. I mean, he's a phenomenal individual player, but a champion to me transcends individual play. And the way the league looking, man, it's tough, bro. But the NBA kind of similar to the NFL. When the playoffs starts, every man for himself.
Every man.
I don't care what your record was when you make it to the playoffs.
Put up a shut up, baby.
Huh?
Barbecue a meal, dude. I say put up a shut up.
Hold up a fold up, hold up a blow up, barbecue a meal, do it's on you. What you gonna do?
Mortality.
Yeah. So it's just like with Giannis and them, man. You know, they looked real good last year, but
now look at them. Ain't nothing, man.
And so Golden State, you know, Steph shooting a sleeve off the ball, but he got to shoot the ball 60 times to get his numbers right.
Big facts.
So, and that's why I'm at the place now, man, where honestly, when I watch sports, I want to have me a nice little area, relaxed, and just see what it is, man. Because it's hard to say. Just like I feel about the championships game coming up, you know, with the NFL. It's hard to say, man, what it is and what it ain't. You know, like the old movie, Any Given Sunday, man. Anything can happen. But I just for the record, I sense an upset in my spirit, man. I sense an upset. I don't know which way, but it's Cinderella in there somewhere.
Cincinnati got to be the Cinderella then, you know, a young team with a young quarterback, you know, with a situation with a storied franchise that never been there in 34 years or something like that. So
all I'm gonna say is that, man, I'm proud of the way the Cowboys played this year. I'm not a fan like that. But
they say KT is neutral, you know. They put neutral KT, but I love the blue on you, man. That's the first time. Look, at first time I seen you with that blue on, man.
But I'm telling you, man, the next time we on here, 49ers y'all show about, we'll add it red and white on.
No offense to you, Twin Maker, but I want you right over here on the couch with me, man. We could be watching the game together. See, you know, that would be a good situation. We could watch the Pro Bowl together. How about that? That's a better outcome, huh?
No, I see you for you. No.
Hey, man, shame on both of y'all, though. Shame on both of y'all.
Hold on, bro.
Shame.
Hold on.
Shame.
Wait. Well, I gotta say shame on both of y'all because y'all had me up all night watching External, and I still don't know what's going on in that movie. Shame on y'all.
Hey, that girl bad though, killing.
Hey,
man,
I'm
that girl.
serious about that movie, man. That was a huge ball drop. It seemed. Hey, watch this.
Why they made the brother?
Man,
why they made the brother with the weak wrist?
Hey, but watch this though, right? We don't get into that. The world is too political. You might lose some viewers on that one. Check this out though. When y'all was little, y'all used to watch Dragon Ball Z, right?
Right.
Now they'll have a whole season that really should have been only 4 episodes, but it had all those fillers. That's a filler movie right there. It was just to kind of bring in some backdrop for what they about to do with the next round of the Marvel stuff. So it's something you can watch. It's entertaining, but it ain't the Avengers Endgame, baby. It ain't the Endgame.
I said, but it's shot good. What you about to say, huh?
I thought you said Spider-Man was like.
No, I know.
That Spider-Man movie was cold-blooded, though.
You ain't let me finish. Spider-Man
was cold-blooded.
Spider-Man probably was the best movie I've seen in the year of our Lord 2021. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Spider-Man hand out to put them other two Spider-Mans in there.
You gotta like that one.
Ryan, you ain't seen it yet, huh?
You haven't seen it yet. Oh, you didn't see the Doctor Strange fighting every day? Oh, okay.
Hey, Ryan, I'm gonna send you the link.
No. I'm going to theater this weekend.
Let me tell you something.
My mother-in-law says she's keeping the babies already, so we'll go see it this weekend. So you good.
Don't have any expectations. Just watch the movie. Forget what I said.
Yeah. It's just
because you know how sometimes you go in there, you get Kelly said the best movie ever made last year. You go in there, you expect it. No, just forget all that. Now I'm gonna tell you the worst movie I seen that hurt my poor little heart. That dang
The Matrix.
I
didn't even watch it. I said they ain't finna pollute my mind. I'm not even finna watch The Matrix.
But
I'm not finna do it.
You can watch it. But I'm gonna tell you something. It is nothing like the original. It's you know what, Chris? I'm glad it's on HBO and it's free. Thank Fly Eagles Fly.
Oh yeah.
Fly Eagles Fly. Thank my brother for the Eagles. Because that Matrix, I'm talking about, I watched it 3 times just to try to find some good stuff in it.
All right, so to squeeze my mind, should I watch The Peacemaker? Or is another one like, nah? I see it on there. It keeps saying, watch me. I'm bored. I'm saying like,
You want a good series to watch? Superman and Lois.
Bruh, that Joker 5.
Man, I'm
gonna
tell you another show to watch. If you got time, I'm late. See on Apple TV.
I told you.
Hey, Chris. See
on Apple
TV.
You
see Ryan reaction
Apple TV.
Right
hey, you got that cheat code for it? Hit a brother up and see for Apple TV.
I'll send you the link.
Send me the link.
Hey, send me that link. Send me that link.
I got it free with my phone subscription, so I got it free, and so I may not be able to share it, but I'll send it to y'all so I see what y'all can do with it.
See bad boy.
But if you can't get to the movie, that Superman and Lois is a decent little series
on HBO.
Yeah, on HBO, it's a decent little series. I just finished it tonight. I kind of enjoy it. The graphics and stuff. It wasn't too corny. You know how like Smallville was kind of corny.
Right. Dude laying on a table and he got the green screen. That's how he flied. You know.
You see the screen hanging off the back and all that.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm telling you, that those are some decent.
People in the chat like, man, who is Chris? That's my middle name.
My bad, Law.
They're like,
Law, my bad.
Nah, we'll be like Chris, Law Christopher Nation. You know, don't be saying my whole.
My bad, bro. My bad. You a celebrity now.
Yeah.
You big time now.
Can't call my little.
Hey, you see Superman flying? Cart.
Hey, Chris, you gotta get that price right.
Superman.
You gotta get that price right on it.
I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't have that one in here no more. But man, I need to hit it, man. But you gave away my secret identity.
Shame.
Now I gotta go find Doctor Strange and see if I can erase everybody. See, that's part of the movie.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Bing bong.
Hey, Law. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that, Law. I got my throw on. Did I make up for it a little bit?
Yeah, make up for it, man. You know, y'all click the link in the description box. Go order a couple of them. I'm gonna put my Amazon link in the description.
That's right. Beard getting on out there a little bit. Yeah. But look, man.
Go ahead. I know, man.
I gotta get up in the morning. Y'all finish y'all bearded conversation. This one's for you, Law.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Wait, and you remember?
Go ahead.
And remember,
Now you gotta hit me with one of them Les Browns, man. Come on, man. Hit me up with one. Eric Thomas, I put you on the spot.
No, man. Hey, I'm already on the spot with the Cowboys. I'm already on the spot.
That's look. I know you can hear it. Here you go, right here.
To all the Cowboy fans out there, if you fall, make sure you land on your back. Because if you land on your back, you can look up. If you look up, you can get up. Keep on keeping on, Cowboys. You got another season coming. Next year it'll be better and greater, and you'll go a little bit. That's my time, and I said it once, and I'll say it again. Do the best you can. That's all. All right, guys.
All right. Peace.
Signing off.
Yo. Y'all that came in here. Yes, man. Now they gonna be saying Law Christopher Nation, baby. Yo, baby.
Like, he couldn't help himself.
I know. I couldn't. That dude's a movie bust though, man. He literally know every good movie, man. We used to
everything.
Dog, we used to get to the crib before they had like Netflix like that, the red box thing, right? And,
yeah.
He used to pick out. He was like, "Man, Mama, I got you a good movie," and he go pick out a good movie every time. Clutch.
They can break it down. Hey, I'm
movie.
telling you, look, how Law break down the Cowboys. That's how KD break down movies.
That dude can
you know what I'm saying?
Movies. It'll be a horrible movie. It'll be a horrible movie, and he'll literally tell you about the movie, and you'll be like, "Man, that movie sucked." But he'll tell you about it, so pay attention to this part, and you be like, "Huh?" Yo.
Like, what they call them, Easter eggs in the movie? Like, see, you see that?
See that part, You see that? But, man, y'all had me watching External, man. I literally, man, it took me like 4 weeks to watch that thing, man. I kept falling asleep. And then I said, oh, hey, that's his brother. And then I said, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, no. I said, I try to fast forward it, But
the girl, hey, the female Flash was bad. The female Flash was bad, though. She was good.
Yeah, she a good, man, but the movie's too long, man. It had me falling asleep. But outside of that, man, I love watching Marvel movies too, man. Somebody told me the Peacemaker, I need to go watch that one. So we might have to take a real good look at that one. Santa Chris Law Nation, Marcus B, shout out to you, man. Look, this is an unknown situation. For we normally don't do content like this. You know what? This is what we do.
This is our first time.
we gonna make it a weekly podcast of us just shooting the breeze, They
don't want to see that, boy. They get the last look. You get the last piece of the puzzle on it. It's a wrap, boy. You put Bente on here, it's gonna be.
Man, they don't know Bente yet. The shoe Bente. Ooh yeah, KC. That joke will be singing it.
JoJo.
Yeah. And then he look like he can lift some weight, so you ain't gonna say to him, hey man, you gonna hush? Who the hush? He the real deep.
Hey, our brother Bente bench press like 450. No lie.
Yeah, he bench press 450.
Like for real.
For real.
He go to the gym and he work out with 435, 415. He just be.
Yeah. all that lifting, man, with that terrible green and that eagle on his headband, and it's just crazy, man. Just terrible green, man. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with him, man.
Don't know what's wrong with him, nor this dude that got all that red on with a 49er SF. I used to call them sorry fools, man. SF. I can't stand them Niners, boy.
Hey, man, SF stand for SoFi Stadium right now, because we finna go there and take over. You know what I'm saying?
You got me in a dilemma, man, because I don't like it when I see y'all lose or what have you, as far as from what your expressions. But I'm in a bind right now, man. I can't get y'all to get 6. I can't get you to get 6.
Hey, look, I was in the barbershop today getting twisted up. Y'all can see You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I was in to get my hair together, and they was like, I live in St. Louis, so you know everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and the Rams were here, so they was all, yeah, y'all only won during the regular season,
Right.
but you know when the playoffs come, that's when we play for real, when some on the line.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was in the barbershop talking all that smack, saying we about to get the brakes beat off us, and so on and so forth. So where I'm at right now, man, we look like the underdogs once again. Everybody saying we go lose.
But see,
So we just gotta.
y'all sweep them, right? Right. Y'all sweep them every
Yeah,
year, right? So
we did.
there's a saying like it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, and I think the Cowboys did it. I think we beat the Eagles 3 times in a row. We had to end up playing them back to back at their home, and then we had to go to they had to come to our house in a playoff game, and we beat them again. So it can happen, man. You know, what the keys to your victory would be. You got to get to Stafford. You got to. You got to get to Stafford. You got
But
to.
we gonna reach out and touch them. Hey, we got 10 sacks in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, we play against 2 really good teams. Cowboy, top 5 offense.
I appreciate
Green
you.
Bay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
top 5. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we've got some experience with some really talented offensive teams. Let's just put it out there. You know,
Right.
I mean, whether you're talking Devontae Adams, you're talking Aaron Rodgers, you're talking Dak, you're talking CD, you're talking Coop. You know what I'm saying? You're talking Aaron Jones, Ezekiel Elliott. We've had some really good teams that we had to play against
Mm-hmm.
that at least got our guys accustomed to playing at a high level right now. You know,
Right,
so I
right.
think one of the biggest things, like I said earlier, is momentum. And
Mm-hmm.
I do believe we got some momentum on our side. We got belief and confidence. You know what I mean?
Your biggest impediment would be if they decide to be smart. And I'm talking about this real talk to you, man. Excuse me. If they decide to be smart and run that rock with Sonny Michel and Cam Akers, shout out to him, he from Mississippi. If they decide to run that ball, man, you gonna be in trouble because y'all, if they get y'all out of their quarters, they get you up out of those quarter defense for some reason. Quarters been a fit to Aaron Rodgers and my Cowboys.
It's because nobody's
That's
ran on
disciplined football.
us.
No, look, I think the NFL don't believe in running. You know, so what will happen here is that they would play and get in their own way by saying, okay, we a pass happy league. We're gonna pass it. And one thing I do know with Matthew Stafford, he will say, okay, here go one, here go one. So that could be a game-changing situation if he try to throw it into coverage, thinking that he got somebody open. If sometimes people fail to realize quarterbacks with big arms, they can trust it too much, thinking that they can get over the top of their defense. And quarters is designed to say, I'll give you the underneath. I'm taking away the top.
It's literally a chess game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you play against quarters, you got to move your pawns methodically, and then you have to set up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your knight, whether it's your bishop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to set up your pieces. It just ain't a quick little checkers game where you just can tap 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 tap. Nah, you really have to set up for in chess. They tell you got to have a beginning game, a middle game, and a closing game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so. But you have to be extremely strategic, willing to lose a couple pieces to get in position to control the middle of the board. Right. And that takes patience, you see? And
definitely
with a guy like Matt Stafford, I don't know if he has the patience to not pull that trigger because, like you just said, it's so much talent in their arm.
You got a lot.
So much talent in their arm.
We got a super chat from Miss Scouting Pro. She says, hey, ask you, will your quarterback finally score in his playoff game? or will he going to get carried to the Super Bowl like he did in 2018?
Hey, I've come to the conclusion and the realization
For the
if he
nation,
doesn't score,
y'all win.
we don't lose. We 3-0 when he hasn't scored a touchdown.
Dang, he should have scored a touchdown against my Cowboys.
So, young lady, I think only thing Jimmy G is going to go out there and do is smile, show off that jawline and those dark features that he has, and captivate the ladies as always. And because I don't know what else to do with Jimmy, man. Jimmy is an anomaly. I never seen a quarterback like if he was in Dallas playing like this, y'all would have a fit.
No. I had some people say they would rather have Jimmy G versus Dak Prescott. I get a lot of
22
people say that every time.
touchdowns, 22 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, right? Y'all want that in Dallas.
They want that because they say that he can win playoff games and
22
he beat Aaron
touchdowns,
Rodgers.
14 interceptions, and it has the 28 attempts. Like I think it's like 408 attempts, like for passing. That's like 28th in the league. So you have one of the lowest passing persons in the NFL with one of the highest touchdown to interception ratio. That's who y'all want. Go ahead. Go ahead. But yeah, Brody, man, that's about, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I think, though, man. I think Jimmy G can, if he do what he do, just get us down the red zone. We're running in with Debo or with Eli Mitchell, man. I think Eli Mitchell is an unsung hero in his playoffs. He get real hard, tough yards, man. For a rookie to be able to run,
pick, man.
Hey, to run the way he do, I think long as we put up 24, I need 24 points. If we put up 24 points, we win.
Yeah.
Because we only give up 17 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Over the last 9 weeks. So if we put up 24 points, I think we should get a W.
Yeah. It's weird, man, how all of this stuff goes as it relates to that. So you think it's going to be 24-17?
That's my hope.
Yeah.
Or 20. I'll take 24-20. I'll give them 3 more points, 24-20. You know. But I think we can get 24 points, man. As far as 2 turnovers, put us in good field position where Jimmy don't have to go down 80 yards. And if Jimmy doesn't have no turnovers, because he had 5 games of consecutive turnovers, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got to keep that ball in our hands, and I think he's due to have a good game.
Yeah.
Like, if Jimmy G go for like 285, 2 tubs, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't even drink hen dog, but I might take a shot at Hennessy.
You might have to. But, man, it's been a wonderful day, man, talking to you, a wonderful night now. Any departing words before we get up out of here, man?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yep.
My last departing
Y'all played
word
Saturday
will
or
be this.
Sunday? Y'all played Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Okay, go ahead.
My last departing word will be this. It's Friday on the morrow. Whatever you feel like you lacking in life, whether it's financials or inspiration or some of that nature, go out tomorrow and be a blessing to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're having trouble with your coins, go give a coin to somebody else. If you're having trouble feeling motivated, go motivate somebody, whether it's a stranger. Open the door, tell a young man he looks handsome, tell a young lady she looks beautiful today, tell them that they're vibrant, their energy is good, life is good, and just be a blessing to somebody, man. And just be of service, you know. And just do that on tomorrow, man. That's the only thing I'll tell you. You know, just go out and be a blessing to somebody, because you'll be surprised a stranger's words can change not only somebody's day, but it could change their whole weekend, and their weekend could change the rest of their life. So go out there and be a blessing.
Be a blessing. So my words, if you're a Cowboy fan and you see a 49er fan, you tell them to lean forward just a little bit. Go to the Super Bowl. I'm just playing with you, man. But yeah, that's good.
Quest
words,
for 6,
man.
baby.
Yeah. Quest for 6. I feel you, man. And it'll be a bittersweet situation because the last time y'all won the Super Bowl, we doubled back and we won it right after you. So if that's the case in the scenario, I'll take it. That's the case in the scenario, I'll take it.
Last thing too. Oh yeah, for one of y'all, a legend, Charles Haley. Check him out on the Pivot Podcast, man. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That's it. That's all I got.
Me and my better half got this drinking water competition. And yeah, somebody said, yeah, you're going to fall on that jug. I fell on the jug today. I'm stuck at 9 o'clock. I'm stuck at 9 o'clock.
Hey, man, that light work, man. That light work.
I ain't gonna chug it up. But appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for being part of this episode. What you got?
Smash that like button, man. Subscribe to my brother channel, man. And y'all make sure go get y'all some Law Nation merch. I was gonna throw it on, but I'm still feeling in love with all this red, so I can't cover it up just yet. I'll make sure I throw it on my merch next time. But y'all make sure y'all go look into click down the link in the description box. You know what I'm saying? While it's nice and cold down there in wherever you are, you know, get your hoodie, you know, t-shirt or mug. Make sure y'all go support the hot, the fly.
I gotta read this one. Haywood says, hey man, come on along. You got your brother in 49ers gear acting like a 49er fan to hype up Dak.
That was a lot.
No.
Hey, I can go all the way back, but I ain't gonna show that picture with you, the Jerry Rice jersey. You and your.
Hey, you show the jersey. Don't be scared. I'm a representative, baby.
Oh my God, bro.
Look, hey, with the shells on the neck.
Be able to see shells around the neck. No, you look, man. Look, man. No. I ain't gonna show that picture, man.
That's all bad. That's when you hide away from the ladies, man.
But dog,
never for the blow up.
Dog, you know what? I never seen you in Cowboys gear though. You know what will it take for you to wear Cowboys gear, man?
If you would have betted, y'all would have beat us this past 2 weeks ago.
God, I'm glad I didn't say that because I never literally look. Real talk. You ain't never see me with a 49ers thing on, man. I can't even look. They see. I was about to end the stream, but they don't know that literally. Man, we literally fight like fisticuffs over this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real gang. Oh my God.
Blood versus Crip over here, man. Red versus blue. You know what I'm saying? Silver versus gold.
Yeah. And it's just that our silver and blue looks so much better than that gold and maroon or red.
Hey,
y'all call it, you know.
You know you lying, right? You know you're lying, right?
You lean forward just a little bit more when you say that.
You know you're lying. Hey, they're red.
You lean forward right here. Don't tell mama that.
Hey, that red stands for love, passion. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that red lingerie. Lady in red. I don't say lady in blue. You know what I'm saying? If it's red, it's fire.
But I come here to tell everybody that's listening right now. If you somehow found a situation that you made it to this page and we haven't wavered nor shifted, we bleed silver and blue, and I got my little brother right next to me, the twin maker, baby maker, I guess backbreaker without the simulator. Appreciate you, man, for jumping in.
Oh, man. Thanks,
but you guys got to fight. Y'all got to be victorious this weekend if you really want to host and lift up that Lombardi trophy, huh? You got to beat down Matt Stafford. But I'm going to be a hater this weekend, unfortunately. I'm going to be rooting for good old Matthew Stafford from Texas because he's our last bead of hope to stop the 49ers to obtaining 6 of them before we do. So I come here to tell everybody right now, be sure to watch the game this weekend and think of my brother right here. Think of him, you know. Much love to you, man. Much love to you, though, man.
Peace out. Love you, man. And
to you,
I
man.
made sure I told all the homies out there, click subscribe to Law Nation Sports, baby.
Let's go, man.
One love.
I call you when we get up out of here, man. Peace, man. One love. Oh, I ain't gonna do him like that, man. He gonna crush them, man, if they lose, man. That's how it goes, man. Family time. But Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate y'all. Be sure to hit that like he said, share this content. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Oh, I love the blue heart in the chat. Oh, I didn't even know that you guys were doing that. Oh, my goodness, I love it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. One way or another, we still support this team from the womb to the tomb. Let's go. We up out. Peace. I still got, what he doing up there? All right, well, that'll work. That'll work. Here we go. It's a horrible ending. There we go. There we go. We'll build a plane while it's in the air. DC for life. Shout out to you, Robert James and Marjorie and Williams and Greedy, and Miss Scott and Pro. Appreciate you for all that you do.